You can be a pirate, but first you'll have to lose an eye and an arm. Oh, you are a pirate. Foxy the Pirate is one of the most loved animatronics, and I think the favorite out of the original 5. But what facts about this mysterious fox will send shivers down your spine, or are at least uncomfortable enough for me that I don't mind throwing them into a list that says scary? That's what we're exploring today. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Connor Monroe and this is the Top 10 Scary FNAF Foxy Facts. Let's do it. In at 10, not a nice guy. The theory that Foxy was a good guy was really popular back in the day. Everyone thought for some reason that Foxy was actually helping you since he just came inside the door as his jump scare. However, this never really made sense to me since the game still ends and you still go to the game over screen. So I don't really understand how anyone thought this was canon, because there was a small percentage of people who genuinely thought that this was true. And there were others who thought it was possible. However, Scott proved this to be false during the April Fool's update to Ultimate Custom Night, where he supposedly added Nightmare Freddy, Phone Guy, and Foxy's mechanics that were all based on wrong theories. Nightmare Freddy's was based on Dream Theory, Phone Guy's was based on him being Purple Guy, and Foxy's was based on this theory, where he would run in and help the player by blocking one of the doors. This was changed, I believe, a day or so later, but that was still a funny way to debunk this theory, even if it was like 5 games too late. And at 9, inspiration. Foxy has seemingly multiple inspirations, including Rolf the Wolf from the Rock of Fire Explosion Showbiz Pizza Place's animatronic band, which I didn't know existed until this list. This is much more of a popular thing than I thought it was going to be, since Rolf has their own stage away from the rest of the band, like Foxy and Pirate's Cove, as well as both animals being based on animals from the canine family. Foxy could have also drawn inspiration from Foxy Colleen, a Chuck E. Cheese retired animatronic, since they're both retired and share literally the same first name. Foxy also looks similar to Foxy Loxy from the original 1943 Chicken Little Disney animated short, who had a gold tooth similar to how the first few frames of Foxy's jump scare have gold teeth, and then when he opens his mouth they change to white. However, the biggest inspiration would probably be Scott's son, who had the idea for the Foxy animatronic, which Scott designed while on his way to visit his in-laws, which if you weren't sure, is terrifying. And at 8, backtrack. The safe thing about Foxy is his predictability. The ability to know that he will reset after closing your door makes me sleep soundly at night. But in the original mobile release of the first FNAF game, Foxy wouldn't reset to 1 like every good stage performer should after a mistake during rehearsal. No, he could at times just go back to phase 3, which I'm pretty sure is the one just before he runs off camera, where he looks like he's breaking his back. This one. Which means that he could in essence come after you again right away, and you'd be screwed because you wouldn't expect it. He also used to leave as soon as he reached the door in the first game. Even though his jump scare sound plays where he's clawing at the door, you could still open the door and you wouldn't get scared because he would be back at Pirate's Cove. At least on PC that's the case. But yeah, he will sometimes in the mobile version just reset to phase 3 and come at you again. So play the PC version, or the Help Wanted version, because that is rude as hell. And at 7, special scare. The specialty of Foxy is further enhanced by his jump scare. You know how moms sometimes have a special hug for their kids, or maybe the same thing with your partner? Well, Foxy kinda has the same thing, making him a unique animatronic even by FNAF standards. Foxy in FNAF 1, I believe, is the only animatronic in the entire series to not have a jump scare that is right in front of your face. In fact, it's at the back right of the room, or at least the right of the screen, I guess, making it a unique experience that you only get from him in that game. Every other instance of Foxy is a jump scare in your face. Grim Foxy from VR, Withered Foxy, even FNAF 1 VR Foxy jump scares you in your face. And so do all the other animatronics. There may be some slight jump scares in other games that take place around you, but even Golden Freddy, who also has a special jump scare, is right in your face. He's the most in your face, really. So it's kinda cool to think about, but still scary, cause, you know, jump scare. And at 6, special song. In the first game's files, there is a soundbite referred to as Pirate_Song 2, which when viewed is actually Foxy's song. You know, the dum dum diddy dum dum. You know that one? Yeah, it's that song. You hear it multiple times and he even sings it in the Corn Maze minigame from the Curse of Dreadbear DLC and Help Wanted. However, even though this is sung by Foxy, there is no official voice actor, because this is a stock sound. There is no author, so yeah. The most iconic Foxy sound is a stock sound that Scott just bought for the game. This also made Foxy the first animatronic to sing in the games, and the first to have any voice acting, even if the voice actor isn't listed. And I mean the first animatronic to have voice acting, not character, since Phone Guy is voiced by Scott and speaks on the first night. This also isn't including the groans from Bonnie and Chica, because they're groans and this is actual words. even if they're not real worlds, you know? Halfway through number 5, priorities. The game of FNAF functions on priorities, and much like Hermione, they need to be sorted. Foxy's jump scare can actually be interrupted by many things, one of them being the power running out. If the power runs out, you're safe until Freddy's jump scare, meaning you can still survive the night. If the clock hits 6 AM while you're being jump scared by any animatronic, you're good, but Foxy can also get interrupted by another animatronic. If Freddy or Chica is next door and wants a turn, they'll jump scare you instead. Foxy is just like a last resort to the main 3. Like, yeah, if we can't kill the bastard, you go for it. Like, bro, you're a fox, why are you so beta? Man the hell up. I guess that's why they added the Grim Foxy version, since he couldn't grow some balls in the first game. Obviously I'm kidding, because he's an animatronic, but it's scary to think that you can get jump scared again while still recovering from the first one. The same thing goes for Golden Freddy. It's like he has like the last priority, I think, so if no one else can scare you, he will. And at 4, Ender Foxy. The community used to think for some reason that the more you watch Foxy, the scarier he would get, the more aggressive he would get, like a Minecraft Enderman. However, this was proven to not be the case, since his mechanics work like every around 5 seconds, known as every 501 in-game ticks, a random number will be generated between 1 and 20. If that number is less than or equal to Foxy's level, he will move, meaning that if he's level 1, he will move not even 1% of the time, like in night 1. But if he's level 20, he will move every time. There is also a timer that prevents him from moving, however, when the monitor gets lowered. A random number between 50 and 1050 ticks is created. This also means that Foxy can't move while the monitor is up, making it possible to, in essence, keep him immobilized if you check it every half a second consistently, since that would be 50 ticks. If he's in the hall when you bring the monitor up, however, this doesn't apply. He will still move. Foxy's AI levels for the nights go 0 for night 1, 1 for night 2, 2 for night 3, 6 for night 4, 5 for night 5, and 6 for night 6. And this level goes up by 1 at 3 and 4 AM respectively, meaning that when he starts at level 6, he will be level 8 at 4 AM, which is probably why people thought that he would get more aggressive, since at that point you've probably checked him a lot. Obviously I didn't list it for night 7, because you get to pick what happens night 7. It's the custom night. And at 3, easy access. In Ultimate Custom Night, Foxy has 4 separate entranceways that he can use, making the character extremely hard to deal with. Both doors and both vents are access points for this Foxy freak, and the same goes for Nightmare Fredbear, Nightmare, and Nightmare Yon. This makes him one of the characters with the most ways of getting to the player in the entire series, which is horrifying. Like, I get it, in Ultimate Custom Night we play as a horrific child slayer, but I didn't do anything wrong. Recently. All I did was deal with a couple of them that were running around while I was trying to film at home. That was it, that's it, it's fine, right? But honestly, Foxy gets freaking nuts over these games. Dude went from poking his head in to jumping from the back of a hallway to chasing you down a maze in the span of a few years. There is no chill with this man. And at 2, special screen. The creepy Bonnie crash is something that always interested me. I don't know why it was a thing. Maybe it's what Scott saw in his nightmares that he had because of Bonnie, or maybe it was just something that he threw in there just because. However, I was unaware that Withered Foxy had a similar screen in FNAF 2. This can occur whenever you boot the game or get jump scared by an animatronic. It can also be seen during the Custom Night 7 screen where you're picking the animatronic levels, if the memory of the wiki I read right before lunch serves me right. I had it open next to me while I was writing this, but I needed to film this in like 15 minutes, so I didn't really have time to scroll through the goddamn trivia on this page. Jesus Christ, there was so much. Okay, never mind, I scrolled through and it can actually be seen on occasion when starting any other night, it being recorded mostly on nights 1, 3, and 7, but it can also happen the other times I said. Finally, and at number 1, power up. While Foxy from the first game may have had some weird mechanics, like the bug of being gone even while the door scratch sound is playing, he gets powered the hell up in FNAF VR. The aforementioned bug of Foxy leaving upon arriving at a closed door is fixed in the FNAF 1 mode, so if the player opens the door while the sound of Foxy knock is still playing, he will enter the office and jump scare them, even though Pirate's Cove still reverts to its first phase, which I don't understand. Like, how are you two plays? How did you go close the curtains but are still here in order to scare the living Jesus out of me? Foxy is also given a much more powerful sound for his knocking, making it longer so the jump scare mentioned could happen. Oh, and in that mode, Foxy is more likely to be able to knock out the remaining power than he was in the original game, as the power drains slightly faster to balance out the monitor not draining any power, because you can just keep the cameras on because you can't really turn them off. So yeah, he just gets beefed the hell up, making him one of the deadliest animatronics in the game. Sure, you can block the others with doors, but try that with Foxy and he may just kill the power faster than me when I'm undressing. I don't know where that came from. I'm really tired. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary FNAF Foxy Facts. Which of these did you know already, and which fact is the scariest to you? Be sure you let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.